Hello, and welcome to Best Movies Explained in Less Time. Today, I'm going to talk about the drama/thriller movie called Intruders. Spoilers are coming up. Watch out and be careful. Anna Rook is in her late 20s, and she has a serious worry problem that affects many parts of her life. Kennard, her older brother, is dying of pancreatic cancer. The brothers also keep deep secrets in different parts of the house, and they are always careful about who they let in. One night, Anna is alone in her room and is playing with an old key. She hears a strange sound coming from the darkness, but it's just Kennard sitting outside. He asks her to come with him, but Anna turns him down in a rude way. Because of her worry problem, she hasn't left the house in more than 10 years. Charlotte, who is Kennard's lawyer, joins them the next morning. She has been called to talk about Conrad's will and what Anna will get after he dies. But Anna is not ready for that chat yet. Then we meet Dan, who works as a delivery man and brings food for the family every morning. Dan is the only person besides Conrad that Anna likes to talk to. He is kind, and over the time he has worked for them, he has won her heart. They are talking when they hear a loud thud coming from Conrad's room. Anna runs to her brother and puts him back on the bed. They hang out together all day and talk about different things. Conrad talks about their father and asks Anna to forgive him, but this just makes Anna mad. A few hours later, Anna's alarm goes off and wakes her up. She runs to Conrad's room, where she finds him already dead. Even though Anna knew this was going to happen, nothing could have prepared her for the death of her brother. After the rescuers take his body away, she cleans the whole house and gets rid of all of his drugs. Dan helps Anna when she is at her worst and gives her a shoulder to cry on. He tells her to sell the house and move somewhere else, but Anna doesn't want to leave the house. Dan tells them that he wants to leave this place, but can't because he doesn't have enough money. Anna goes without saying goodbye and comes back a few minutes later with a bag full of cash. She wants him to take it and use it to make his life better. Dan, on the other hand, won't take it, even though Anna says she has more money than she needs. The funeral will be the next day. Anna gets ready to leave, but at the last minute, her worry gets the best of her. She really wants to say goodbye to her brother one last time, but she ends up staying home and getting lost in her thoughts. All of a sudden, a car pulls up in front of the house, and 3 guys get out. They look out the window to make sure no one is home so they can break in. Anna starts to worry, but before she can call for help, one of the guys, JP, breaks the back door and lets the other 2 in. JP seems to be in charge, and his brother Vance and his friend Perry help him. The thieves think that Anna is at the funeral, but when the kettle makes a noise, it shows that she is not there. She runs upstairs quickly while the guys look for her all over the house. Perry finds her hidden in her room, which makes her run down the stairs. Anna gets to the front door before he can catch up to her. She could easily run outside and save her life, but she freezes because of her worry. JP shuts the door gently and asks her why she didn't run away. When she was hiding upstairs, she could have called the cops, but she didn't. The guys think it's weird, but all they care about is where she has hidden the money. Perry keeps an eye on Anna while JP and his brother Vance keep looking for the money. She tells him that she has nervousness and hasn't left the house in over 10 years. Perry is interested in her and wants to see for himself if she is telling the truth. He drags her outside by force, making her pass out. Anna pees her pants when JP picks her up to help her. Vance is told to take her to her room and clean her up while the other 2 look for the money bag. In the end, they find a basement with 2 doors that do not have locks. The doors must go somewhere, but you can't open them. Either Conrad or Anna wanted to keep these rooms a secret, which is clear. Vance, on the other hand, is still trying to change Anna. He is the weakest of the 3, and he won't hurt someone for money. Anna sees this too, and she tries to get him to help her. She gets him to agree with her to some extent, but he finally figures out what she's up to. In a fit of anger, he tries to force her to change, but the delivery guy, Dan, comes and stops him. He was at Conrad's funeral, but Anna wasn't there, so he came to check on her. Anna is glad that she finally has someone to help her, but when Dan calls Vance by name, he shows that they know each other. She goes crazy when she finds out that Dan is also with the robbers. She runs downstairs and hides somewhere where the thieves can't find her. Dan isn't in their group. JP and Perry find him and knock him out, which shows that he isn't one of them. After looking for Anna for a few minutes, Perry loses his temper and threatens to kill her pet bird if she doesn't show up. Anna stays hidden, so Perry kills the poor bird with a hammer. Dan has woken up by now, but JP ties his hands together and shoves him onto the couch while the thieves are busy with him. Anna runs to the bathroom while making noise. Vance is about to get her when Anna stabs him in the neck, killing him instantly. The other two are still with Dan, but they think something is wrong because of the strange silence. They ask Vance to talk, but all they hear is Anna dragging his body down to the basement. Soon, they find the blood on the floor and follow it to where Vance's body is lying. JP cries as he holds his brother and promises to get revenge for his death. For the two people who make it out alive, the task turns out to be much more than just a robbery. Perry sees Anna behind a door at that moment, but she locks it before he can get in. Then she runs into her room and gets the key she was playing with at the start of the movie. The key is then used to turn a handle on a panel to open it. When you pull it, the stairs to the basement go back in, and Perry and JP are stuck inside. Anna makes sure they can't go outside by checking on them. After some time, the robbers try to break out of the basement by breaking the doors, but they are not allowed to use any force. Dan tells everyone outside that he knows Vance and told him about the money yesterday. He feels bad because he didn't know that what he did would lead thieves to her house. Anna still won't untie his hands, and she continues to ask him about Conrad's funeral. He tells her what happened and asks what Conrad would have done in the same position. Anna thinks about it for a while, then breaks his finger and leads him to the door of the basement. He is standing on the edge of the wall because there are no steps. Anna tells him to jump into the basement to show he is not guilty. When he refuses, she pushes him herself. Dan cries out in pain as he holds his out-of-place knee. Anna then goes into a secret box that has a live video feed of the basement. After a while, she comes to check on them, and JP tortures Dan so that she will feel sorry for them. Anna tells them to use the first aid kit that is in one of the two locked rooms with no doorknobs. Now that Anna has changed the settings from upstairs, JP can open one of the doors, but as soon as he walks into the room, she hits a button and locks the door behind him. JP finds it very odd that the room looks exactly like the one he saw upstairs. Perry tries to break the second door in the meantime, and after many tries, he is able to do it. When he opens the freezer, he finds dead bodies inside. Perry runs outside, shocked to the core, and runs right into Anna. She can't let him live now that he's seen things he shouldn't have. She hits him on the head with a hammer. Before he loses too much blood and dies, the man is about to choke her to death. Dan manages to get outside and into the second room, where he sees the dead bodies and realizes that something is very wrong. At the same time, Charlotte goes to see Anna because she hasn't been picking up the phone when Charlotte calls. Anna acts like nothing is wrong and comes up with a reason for the noise coming from the basement. Charlotte doesn't think much of it, and she leaves after making sure Anna is okay. Anna goes to the basement after she leaves and finds Dan by the freezer. She puts him in a closet that goes to the room where JP is locked up. She keeps an eye on them through a one-way mirror in the room. JP finds this out and tries to break the glass, but Anna tells him it can't be done. Then she makes him put on a shirt from the closet. Conrad and Anna used to give guys drugs and then lock them in this room. Conrad then joined the victims in the cupboard and tortured them while Anna watched through the mirror. JP wants to know why the room was copied and whose shirt he's wearing. Then it comes out that Anna's father sexually abused her even when she was a kid. Then one day, Conrad killed their father by strangling him, and she looked up to him. Since then, they have been bringing known sexual abusers into the house and killing them once they get there. Anna thinks they did the right thing because the criminals earned what they got, but JP says that she and her brother are both killers. After killing their father, they felt good and wanted to do it again and again. Anna goes crazy over the claims and gives Dan a gun so that he can kill G. She wants him to pay for what he has done because she thinks that will help him. Dan moves out of the way, and JP grabs the gun. He is about to kill Dan, but Anna stops him and tells him to do the impossible. She says that he killed his brother and that death is the only way for him to be saved. At first, it looks like JP is giving in to what she wants, but then he snaps out of it and points the gun at Dan again. Anna opens the door and lets them out just before he is shot. Dan doesn't want to leave yet, but JP helps him get out of the house. He is angry and wants to get even as he looks at Vance's dead body. Dan tries to get him to let go of everything, but he punches him in the face instead. JP goes back into the house and starts putting gasoline all over it. Anna gives him the bag of money to try to get him to leave, but he won't take it and strikes her. During the fight that follows, Anna gets away and runs upstairs, but JP finds her and says he has an idea. By beating her up, he wants her to remember the bad times she had with her father. Even worse for Anna is the fact that he is wearing her father's shirt. Just then, Dan walked into the room, which gave Anna a chance to shoot JP dead. Both Dan and Anna are silent as they look at the dead body. When they get downstairs, Dan doesn't say anything and just leaves. Anna spends about an hour in the living room before she finally chooses to leave the house. She can finally leave the house without hyperventilating because she no longer has a fear of being alone. In the last scene, she sets fire to the house and leaves. Thanks for watching. Click this video to enjoy another Best Movie Explained in Less Time.